mine, a really close friend of mine. And since I know her for a very long time, I call her Katarina. And Katarina, she is older than me. Is not my childhood friend. She's almost 20 years older. And it's great because we learned a lot from each other in the process. But I want to share with you guys that this long time friend that I know already for 10 years since I moved to United States, Katarina, she was my roommate. The first roommate I had in here. So 20 years older, Katarina, she cannot handle her life. She never could pay the rent on time. And what that have to be with childhood traumas, narcissist mother? Well, Katarina shared with me that when she was a kid, uh, a young teenager, 12 years old, her mom, it was aware about her weight because she's tall, slender. She's an elegant lady, Katarina. But you know what? Her mother was controlling her, even her weight, right? She could not eat much. She had to feed in Beverly Hills. You know, California, Hollywood, fashionable life. And Katarina, she had this sense that she never had done anything right under her mother's eyes. So, are you familiar with this story? Anyone in here is familiar with this story? Let me move here my mom's picture. I really want to reach my mom's picture. Up front, right? So I like everything, you know, guys, my therapies. I always, I have the pictures, the thematic situations, right? Symbols that may be familiar with you, right? Hi, how are you here? So can you see this house for the Facebook? Great. So here I'm in two platforms. Right now, this live is on, it's not, I don't have the editor, but will be released still tonight, okay? So this live is about narcissist mother and recognizing, okay? I'm sharing a storytelling about my friend Katarina. Thank you for the like. You can give me, please, you can text me here to say hi so I know who you are. How are you? So Katarina, as I was mentioned, a Beverly Hills raised lady. You can tell now that I am a psychologist, because for those that know me, first was law school, business school, then psychology, right? This is Daniela McCaffrey for you guys. So I'm an experienced psychotherapist, and experienced it in my lifetime. This is very important, all right? So Katarina, this is storytelling. It's very interesting. The first day, actually, Katarina, she's a lovely person. I mean, she's talkative and, she knows everything about fashion. Actually, I believe she gives too much attention to fashion, to the details. And now I will included Katarina behavior, how I analyze that situation. She gives tons of attention for brands, expensive brands. Gucci, oh my gosh, she only speak about that. Dior, Chanel, right? Why that? When someone is showing a lot, it's because in here, inside of Katarina, and maybe that is you, it was me, she got hurt. She was traumatized in her childhood, in her life, because she never could meet her mother's expectations. Can you ever imagine be born in a situation that you have all that attention, like Hollywood, Malibu, Beverly Hills? Can you imagine that? So the for Katarina, her mother had the expectation that she'll become a model, okay, in all the sense, but not included virtues. So I have to explain that. Katarina, so because she gives so much attention, right, for modeling, be slender, eating just salads, right? Katarina, she cannot even cook. It's very interesting. Katarina, she shared with me a detail. For Thanksgiving, you know, guys, for those that are in South America, Australia, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, it's a month before Christmas. Okay? And Katarina, she was sharing that, she shared with me that her mom, the day of Thanksgiving, we used to wake her up 4 a.m. at the morning. And that's great. I wake up 4 a.m. at the morning to be with my clients in Europe. I wake up at 4 a.m. at the morning to pray, to go to the gym. I do things like that. But I try to do, well, I do good things, right? Because when I'm on time, before time, prepare my classes, my mentor, my psychotherapies, or go to school that early morning or work out, I do my best. Katarina, she never had a skill to cook the turkey for Christmas, for Thanksgiving. She never had that. She never learned it. So she has learning disabilities. This is my question. What do you think, guys? It's Sunday night. Do you believe, Katarina, she has learning disabilities? Well, she is extremely distracted lady. Trust me. One thing that happened with Katarina was she lost her keys the first day she moved in. The person that gave her a ride was from the alcoholic supportive group that she was going to. That was 10 years ago. So her friend gave her a ride because Katarina, even that she can drive, she wasn't driving, right? So she was in a disability of functioning well because she was raising in a dysfunction family with a mother that expect from her not that she self-developed in virtues, not that she knows about herself, not that love is a priority in the life, but to show to another people, right? Showing up. So Katarina, very interesting happened. And oh, Daniela, you didn't know Katarina had problems before you accepted her as a roommate? Of course, I do know Katarina has problems. I know. with her behavior that probably she was under some medication. She was extremely relaxed. The first time we talked before I accepted her as my roommate. Then the next time she was hyper enthusiastic, trying to make friends. Like, Katarina, she has, that is extremely red flag off. It's obvious for me now as a psychotherapist that Katarina, she tried to please very much at first. But at the same time, why she do that? Because she want to be accepted, she want to be lovable, she want to be worthy. That is Katarina. Here, Katarina. Katarina is a girl, a little girl. Katarina, she did not grow up yet. Why are you saying that, Daniela? Why are you saying that? Katarina, so the first day she moved in, I'm talking about a lady that it's, so if now I'm in my 40s, 10 years ago, I was in my 30s, she's 20 years older than me. Katarina, first day, she lost her keys. Her friend had to ride her and chat with, and so her friend texted to her, blah blah blah, took care of her so she could move it to another place, because to Katarina it's hard to move. And guys, to anyone it's hard to move, to any one of us. I mean, it's better stay in a comfortable situation. But when a person is a victim of a traumatic childhood, it's hard to move forward for a better situation and keep that better situation. In that moment, I already have a best location in Beverly Hills to share with Katarina. Beverly Hills, California, best location, walk distance to supermarket, gym, best restaurants. It was the best situation ever. But first, Katarina, she is a little child still, so she does not have a home, her home, rental property, or good credit to rent a place. She did not pay her bills on time. It's like a huge effort for Katarina to pay her bills on time. And why we talk about Katarina like it's the present? Because Katarina, she is still in my life. She's not gone. She's my friend, right? We became friends. So I'm not going to run in this storytelling, but Katarina, so here the thing. Katarina, she is still trapped in a childhood process. You understand that? Father, where was that? In this case, he was already diseased when I met Katarina. So let's leave dad out of the picture. Okay? Mom, Katarina moms, remember, she gives a lot of attention to what? Is she caring, hugging? No, she's a woman of interest. Only people with status. She's a well-dressed lady, a Beverly Hills lady that live in a mansion, that have a housekeeper. She has everyone to do things for her. So Katarina, remember, was teacher moms, Katarina moms, the narcissist mother. She used to teach Katarina to be the best cook. Are them close? No, they're really far apart. Katarina is really, really far apart from her mom. Okay? They did not even talk. Her mom, because Katarina in the process, why this roommate situation did not work for us? Because Katarina, she can be extremely sweet at first. Remember, she wants to bond. She wants to be lovable. But because she was a, a privileged, raised lady, she thinks everyone should do things for her. For example, cooking. And well, when you're sharing a space, a roommate, everyone has your own bedroom, own bathroom. She has to cook, she has to clean, she has to handle things with her. And tell me something. Why Katarina, after 10 years I met her, she could not move forward from, she got hurted at first because that situation didn't work with us for very long, the roommate situation. Uh, I had to invite it over my mom to stay with me. So I said, you know what, Katarina, maybe here is not the best place for you, because everything for Katarina was a huge problem. For example, oh, the sink is not draining. Hello. The hot shower, I mean, is not hot enough. Hello. Really quiet. And I was offering, share with Katarina, a really quiet, safe neighborhood, privileged situation. It was apartment, okay, a condo, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, but was a privileged situation. But wasn't her mother mansion? You understand that? So Katarina, she believes she deserved her mother inheritance, but mom, this is the mentality of Katarina, did not love her enough to leave her an inheritance. Do you understand that? Why? Because when dad was deceased, she already spent the inheritance. Remember, Katarina, she is attached to brands. She likes Louis Vuitton. She likes Hermes, right? Everything very chic, expensive. But she cannot even afford her way of living. When Katarina, she is extremely hyper, that was almost every day, she was drinking a lot because she could not fulfill her emotions, her traumatic, her healing process was delayed. In that moment, I helped Katarina the way I could to help. I remember I was cooking for us for Thanksgiving. I was warm, nurturing her. And Katarina was a very dysfunctional lady that she called me mommy. When I gave her a ride to her job interview, she called me mommy. 20 years older than me. You understand? For Katarina, she is still this baby. You may see yourself in this kind of situation, you're still a baby. Because when a person have a life that is a mess, it's a mess. Toxic. Drinking, smoking, drugs, substance abuse, bipolar disorders, and all kind of medication. Everything the person try to fix it with medication. So it's the magic pill. As a psychotherapist, psychologist, I'm not into the magic pill. Daniela, so psychology, people, they come to me and they say, oh my gosh, you want to take money from me for 2 years? No. Now everything can be much faster, but you have to process the healing. So what happened to Katarina is she must understand she is no longer this baby. She is still, she is already at least a little girl. So what a little girl does that can do good? Study, keep her bedroom organized, A little girl can clean her own bathroom. Oh yeah, can make her own bed. But a little girl can keep a job. What do you think? Write for me here in the chat. What do you think? A little girl can keep a job? I don't think so, right? A little girl can handle her emotions. This is the consequence. This is the storytelling. Is a real story about a friend of mine. I gave her this beautiful name. It's a queen name, Katerina. Of course, it's not her real name, because the idea is to preserve her integrity. Of course, we are good friends. But can Katerina manage her emotions well after being a victim of a narcissistic mother? She called. How come? She must do a deep, deep work in her virtues. For example, temperance. Temperance. Katarina, she cannot behave as a spoiled child, demanding things. I remember when the water wasn't too hot, Katarina said, "You made a promise that you're going to call the landlord, and he has to fix the hot water." And I said, "Well, it's hot for me," but psychologically it wasn't like enough hot for her. And I said, "Look, I don't want to call the landlord like for everything. So let's see what need to be fixed." You remember, guys, it was a rental property in Beverly Hills. So let's make sure what need to be fixed. Okay, it's the sink, the toilet, the whatever. It's not draining the sink well. They scream off the window. But in just like 10 days, Katarina was already yelling, demanding like a little child, a spoiled child. That was demanding from the mom, the narcissist mom. No, she was demanding for the nanny, because Katarina actually was raised by a nanny. You understand that, guys? If that ever happened to you, you're raised by a grandmother, an auntie, someone else, but not your mother. So you did not feel you're lovable, or maybe you don't even know your father figure. You don't even know who he is. I have clients, patients like that. The narcissist mother, because when the narcissist mother is real, she didn't even share the name of the biological father. But going back to the Katerina, she knows where her father, who he was. She was proud of him, but he passed away. Suddenly, it was extremely traumatic. Katerina, she was in her 30s. She could not believe it, that it happened. Now she was alone in the world. And that would have to be with the narcissistic mother. So Katarina, she was single in her 30s, alone in the world when her father passed away. Okay, guys, not when I met her. So, and Katarina, she said, "And now who will love me? Who will protect me from mom? Or who will protect me from myself?" Do you think Katarina, she likes to be alcoholic? What do you think here? Tell me. If you have anything to share, share with me. I'll be here in this storytelling for a while, maybe 10 more minutes. Hi, how are you, Victor? How are you? Everything is great, right? Guys, where are you at? Which city are you? I am United States, California. Where are you? I'm from Brazil. Também hablo espanhol. Entonces, la mamá de Catarina es una narcisista. Como es la mamá de Timoteo, client of mine. I'm here changing names. Timoteo mothers did not even share who dad was, who was his biological father. But a narcissistic mother could be the one that you clean, you organize, but it's never enough. She is always looking through the windows to see if there are mess. She may have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, that it is about cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. And why this person try to clean so much? In psychoanalysis, it's because inside it's it's a mess. If the person see, I heard patients saying, poop, it's because inside of her is how she feels. So toxic that she has poop inside of her. Like she's feeding herself like that. Toxic. So drinking, everything that we put in our mouth, your system, your organism is what you think you deserve. So if you only eat a junk food, it's because you feel like you're a junk person. I have to tell you the truth, right? I'm a psychotherapist in here. I'm a relationship mentor, right? I'm a family therapist. So I must to say the truth. So, Katarina, the drinking, the smoking. I know people that they smoke here in California, smoke a little thing, right? Weed. And the person says to relax me. No, it's not to relax you. I'll tell you. The word will say that. But the truth is to make you lazy, is to make you do not digest the healing process, digest the mess that is your life, do not manage in your life, do not be ready and prepared for the next day morning. Monday, tomorrow is Monday. It's Monday already where you are. Australia, Dublin, England, Spain. What time is for you guys? So going back to Katarina. So Katarina, she's still trapped. I remember when Katarina, she left, she said, oh, I I can make a little space, very organized. And oh, Katarina, because she was extremely dysfunctional, uh, Daniela, but how come you wanted to a roommate that she was that dysfunction? Guess what? Why you think I became a psychotherapist? Because I do care, right? I do care. Do I want to be toxic like Katarina? Of course not. Do I want to absorb all the Katarina problems? Of course not. But I want to make sure Katarina, she stand up for her life. I know it's a process, but I know it's possible. Pay her rent on time, buy her car again, maybe buy an investment property like I did, right? Make sure her life, she can manage her life. You understand that? Pay her electricity bill, her Wi-Fi, um, be prepared every time a client needs her, a therapist needs therapy, ask the questions, ask the right questions, because when you manage your life in a good way, right, you're managing your life well. So you ask the direct questions instead of being distracted about, oh, where are you from, this or that. You're talking to the psychotherapist, so you must ask the direct questions. How can I manage my emotions? How can I heal from my traumatic childhood like Katarina? Is Katarina your patient? No, Katarina is a friend, let me tell you. She is, I just changed her name, is a storytelling. She is my friend after 10 years. I still know Katarina. Her mom is the one that do not approve Katarina. So they are Katarina Mothers is really old now, so unfortunately, probably If she passed away, probably they didn't talk for decades. So that is extremely sad. Katarina, she is unstable emotionally, so she cries very much. I'm a woman, I know I cry, right? But then you heal from that, right? The hormonal, the sensitivity of a female, is what it is. If it were a man, you also can cry. You're allowed to cry. For men, I recommend to hide your tears, because showing your tears for your children, friends, and the mom and the woman will make you weak. So people, they will take advantage of a man that cry. Okay, guys. So this live, I can be here 5 more minutes for answer questions. I can see there is someone here. Olá, hablas espanhol? Falas português? Quer perguntar alguma coisa das terapias? Gente, eu sou psicoterapeuta, psicóloga, psicanalista, tá? Porque são várias especialidades. É um mundo, né, de aprendizado para a vida inteira. I'm also a relationship mentor. So yes, I can help you out to find a good woman. Hey, a high quality man, high value man meets a good match. A high value woman. That have to be with money. You don't have to be rich, but you have to have the finance all right. It's important. For this reason, it's so important to invest in psychotherapies. For this reason, it's so important to manage with someone that is responsible. Another day, a friend of mine, she shared something at the gym. She said, "Oh, there are therapists, a male therapist at the gym I met. Well, we were talking, and you know what he said? He said, since she just got divorced, my friend, oh, you should start dating a lot. Go forward, dating a lot." And I said, slow down. This kind of therapist, he is anarchist. He wants to prostitute yourself, right? Guys, it's not like that. You cannot fix it. Your emotions find a new man if she did not fix it yet. She's still healing the process why she was get married. She was a teenager and now she's in her 40s getting divorced, and why her husband was so infantile, a childish man. So she's still healing that. And the guys that she shared with me as a friend, I gave my opinion. I said, look, you're just dating and meeting really weak men. They are not responsible enough for take care of the relationship. They only wanted to, stay for a while, but do not commit for a long-term relationship. And it seems like you are not prepared, because when you are not prepared, you cannot meet someone that it is prepared. You understand? That doesn't make sense. You'll attract what you are aligned to meet. If I am prepared to be in a relationship, if I am prepared to commit to pay my rent, my finance be all right with my bills, I'm prepared to work, there are no excuses, so I prepare to work in myself. You know what I mean? When you go to the therapist, instead of watching TV for maybe 3-4 hours, watching movies that are not fixing your life, they're, instead of that, watching movies and watching Netflix, they are give you the sensation that of the fantasy. So you're living a fantasy because it's not your real life, because you cannot live a real life, so you're trapped in watching Netflix series. And I know that guy, because that now it's another drug worldwide, right? It's very dysfunctional. So you're lazy to go to work out, to enjoy activities, to meet new people. And meet new people does not mean dating new people all the time. You have to date one person, be emotionally stable. Look, every person that is a womanizer, it is unstable emotionally. a woman that I call prostitute themselves, they're extremely unstable. They're trying to make dad pay the bill, but dad is not in the picture. You understand that? So tell me something. Did you get what the storytelling I was sharing about Katarina? Because this is the part one. What do you think would happen if dad come back to life? And Katarina could finally face dad and talk to him. And he talked to her back, but without protect Katarina like a little child, or without defend Katarina from the mom, the narcissistic mother. Because this is in Katarina delusional, because I know Katarina is my friend, remember, for a decade. She thinks dad, if dad was alive, nothing bad will happen to her. Because she did not understand, Katarina, she doesn't have children in her own. She never raised a child. She did not help any a children organization. She never worked with kids. Like, my first job was being a teacher for the kids. This was my first job. Guys, I'm in my 40s. I have so many jobs, right? So many jobs experience. But managing and teaching kids, how beautiful. Katarina, she never could do that. Why? Because she never played the growth adult role. She is still trapped in her childhood. She says she is a person that decorates homes and how you call that, but she doesn't have any client. This is Katarina. She doesn't have clients. She is still thinking, crying because her mom is not going to leave her inheritance because her brother lives in a mansion. So her mom lives in a mansion, her brother lives in a mansion. The brother's wife, her brother is a really good man. Her brother's wife don't want Katarina close by. Why? Because Katarina, she is extremely toxic. Probably Katarina, she has a borderline. She has borderline personality disorder. Okay, this is the storytelling. Please go to the live on YouTube. This video will be have the editor up to tomorrow morning, so you can listen on the captions. You can read the captions, okay, and tell me where are you from, so I know who is my audience. Are you from Mexico? Eres de México? ¿De dónde eres? De Brasil, Sudamérica, España, French, Canadians? Okay, tell me where are you? California, so I know where the live has been delivered, because it's a surprise live that I truly want to do every Sunday. So I'll tell you the weekdays and the Sunday, okay? So we start over our days like much stronger and heal it. Understand that. So remember, Katarina's dad is deceased. So let's take dad out of the picture again. I will do this week the part 2 of Katarina. What I understood that Katarina could have done and still have time to do, because now Katarina, she is in her 60s. But so mom is like that. Katarina moms, far away, far distance. She don't care about Katarina. It's not because she don't care about Katarina. She don't care about anyone. It's a narcissist mother. Do you have a narcissist auntie? I have many narcissist aunties. At least I think 4 or 5. My mom, she's a good mom. She did her best. So Katarina, if the Katarina's mom wasn't a narcissist, she could, you know what? Instead of stand up and talk to a little girl and understand that Katarina, this is demands a lot of has to be a humble person, good heart, center-hearted person that want to give instead of only receiving. Spoiled kids, they only want to receive, and the spoiled kids, they're all around the world. You know, it's me. I could be a spoiled kid. Anyone could be a spoiled kid, right? Spoiled kid is that person that never grows, is never mature enough to face important things. So Katarina mother, she's not capable of to being the size of Katarina's moms, okay? And talk to Katarina honestly about things. No. So they both they cannot. And Katarina, because probably she has a borderline personality disorder, extremely narcissistic, a victim. She's a victim. She plays the victim. She says her mom doesn't love her. Her father passed away. Um, that person fired her from her job. The roommate don't want her to stay because the roommate wasn't good enough. The roommate is this and that. Everyone she blames because Katarina, she may be you, she may be me, she may be anyone here from the audience. Katarina, maybe tomorrow she's not going to work. She's not working today. She doesn't have a plan. Maybe Katarina, it's anyone in here. Because she was raised, remember, privileged neighborhood in Malibu, Beverly Hills. And she thinks the world, she is the center of the world. So she did not learn any skills, like she did not self-develop herself. She invest in alcohol, drugs, but not, in hate. She invests in hate. She hates so much instead of love. Love herself unconditionally to take this darkness, this messy that it is in her heart, that it is in her stomach. Clean up the situation, releasing mom, understand that mom, if Katarina now she had children in her family, maybe she was the one that was going to say, you know what, I don't want a mom be in my family because I know how toxic mom is. In that moment, Katarina will make a big step and set boundaries. But because Katarina is so immature, she's in her 60s, no husband, no children, no one that she raised, no one that she take care of, no one that love her, and she is watching narcissistic TV shows like, Millionaire Minds, how they call the shows here in Newport. It's um, the Housewife of Orange County, Housewife of Beverly Hills, all about money and expensive brands. Because Katarina, she didn't see her worthy. Because she didn't see her worthy. And now I'm going to tell you something. People that know me, guys, I like jewelry. I like nice brands. It's not that I like nice brands. I like nice things, good quality stuff. I'm a person. I'm going to share something about Daniela McCaffrey. I have a clothes for years, decades, and I still use it. This one probably I have for 5 years. This top. I can use it now. It's summer, but it's not a really hot day today. I was with this one at the church this morning, not sure. But what I'm saying is not disposable clothes. You understand that? I don't believe in disposable clothes because when another day, client of mine, he was saying his girlfriend, she buys really cheap clothes, disposable, and she put on the trash things all the time. She was like one time, a couple of times, really cheap, and he was repeating that all the time. Really cheap. I mean, he wants to say really affordable clothes. Okay. Oh, but she gives away, she puts on the trash, she don't care. Well, be careful. My client, he's from my mentorship program. He already met this lady when he hired me to help him out with this relationship. The lady is half of his age and is already treating him as a disposable. So she's not a high value woman. It is also about traumatic childhood. This client of mine from mentorship, high value man, and mentorship, high value woman. So, guys, I love to talk to you. So, let's do this live again on Tuesday. How about that? Let's do that Tuesday. I think Tuesday work for me great. Okay, bye. So send me a chat, DM me. You know what? Let's my email daniela.mccaffrey.phd@gmail.com. My WhatsApp group, you can ask a question +1 424 33333 6851, and my PayPal. You know my PayPal, guys. It's Daniela McCaffrey. My PayPal, my Vimo. You zeal me something so I can afford to make those lives much and invest in this platform that will I'm going to be extremely supportive to you guys. So Sundays will be storytelling for us. How about that? And Tuesday, I'm just remember here my agenda. Tuesday, my calendar. I'll be glad to be here for share the second part of Katarina's life. If her father, if she could talk to her father, father raised